Hi, I'm Sam from Cut and Grind, and I'm going to be cutting Marco's hair today. So off the top, it gets quite big, yeah?
It does, yeah. So I'm thinking fade.
Definitely fade, yeah, 100%. Skin, like, do you want foils or just a zero? Zero goes to stubble, foils goes to nothing.
Foils.
Foils, yeah, cool.
And I'm thinking like, I don't know, probably about that much.
That much of it, yeah? So really
Make it
taking
look a
that
bit-
down.
Keep the curls.
Yeah.
Okay, the shorter I get, the more or less defined the curls are.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
With these side bits coming out, would you rather have the shape of it coming quite square, or would you rather it come out a little bit?
More squared.
Cool.
I look like a mushroom.
Okay, no problem, mate. Cool, yeah, we'll do the top first, then we'll work into the back and sides, okay? Right, so with curly hair, like this, you have to look at it completely differently because obviously it shrinks up so much. Right, so I'm going to start off around the back. So you find where the crown is sitting first. So I'm just going to begin by taking this bit slightly more inwards rather than like so coming out. Because if he doesn't like the shape of it being so like looking like a mushroom, then having it square is a lot better for him. So what I'm doing here is I'm almost taking the shape so it will sit square. As soon as the clippers come up to it, it will be short to that point. So when I come up with the clippers, it will blend straight away. And I'm also doing it, I'm coming over first. For example, here, I'll come over to create weight there because it's coming from the top over.
Yeah.
And then with it, oh my god, a voice crack. Yeah. And then I come under after. That's to reduce the weight down, so it can blend into the shorter length. And also, the reason I do the sides first is because I know he's going for a skin fade, and I know he wants it shorter on top. So as soon as I come in here with it, take this bit short first. When I push that forward, that's going to graduate over here. So I have to take this bit. I'll be able to see where the short point is, which is here. So I've got to take this bit as short as this point here. Yeah? That was a really untidy section then. Let's do that again.
I think my hair has ever felt so much care in its life.
Mate, what? So much curl? Right. It looks well curling. You can see the top hairs here are going forward because I've tucked them in by scooping them under. So they're already been pushed forward. So when my clippers come like that, it will just flick right off, and then those bits will push forward still. We've already discussed the length off the top. I'm going to do the same on here.
I'm growing it, but I don't want to remove the length. Whatever's sticking out.
How much are we taking off?
About this much off it, so that it will shrink up still, yeah? Cool.
It's easier to see when it's wet.
Exactly. When it's dry, it's easier to see, so then we can actually have a look. Because I don't want to... Stupid scissors. I don't want to come in and take too much off, and then when it dries, it just shrinks up.
Shrinks up, yeah.
Because now you can see, you've got your short point and your short point, and then your bit that needs to come off. See? That. So this, because it's curly, I'm just going to take the ends off this front little bit, pulling it square.
Let me focus, mate.
Just to take the stray ends off. So, I'm just going to dry some clay in there, mate, okay? So then the top is pretty much done then, and then we can obviously work on the fade.
Cool.
What are you going to put prep?
Yeah,
Alright. Can you explain why?
yeah. So I'm going to put about that much product in, so it's not, I've got hairs, man. And then kind of set it to how you want it to look. So do you wear it up mainly, or is it just sort of natural?
It just
Naturally goes
drops
up.
in, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I'll put it like this to begin with.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the diffuser now, alright? I'm going to put it on medium heat and low power, alright? And then just like, pretty much just hold it over his head and just scrunch it a little bit. That's going to just dry it into its like most natural state. It's got little bits on it as well, so you can just... Let me know if it gets too hot, mate, yeah? Feels interesting though, yeah? Now, obviously, we're just going to get the fade in there, okay? So,
Weird, because it looks good even if I didn't shave my sides.
exactly,
Like, it would,
exactly, because I blended it from the top onwards, yeah. But obviously, you still want the fade, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Real?
Right, yeah, you sure? So now, we have our top length through this area here. That's where it connects. That's where I was saying it'll blend right into here, yeah? So with my 1.75 open, I'm just going to come straight up into that. I'm just flicking that little area out. So I'm just gonna literally just bring it straight up to the top. Well, this side you might be able to see better. Just almost flicking it out around the top area. And also I'm not really focusing on that because I'm going to grab it after anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So then you can start to see where you know where I was pulling the weight down onto it. That's where it's going to be running from. And then I can scissor overcomb that bit or clipper overcomb after. I usually get that bit straight away. So we're going to go down to foils, yeah? Nice and tight. So how high did you want the fade to be roughly? The zero, kind of like quite low and then like gradual?
What would you think would look good?
I would say like 3 fingers worth of it. So like around this sort of area, fade it right into it. It will come out nice. And the reason I've curved that bit so much is because I want a stronger edge up here. Pushing down slightly. Perfect. Because there's a dip here, I'm going to have to go up quite high on this bit. It looks nuts.
Such a weird feeling.
It's weird, isn't it,
The
mate?
hair is being ripped out.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's really strange. I can't have it done because my skin breaks out in loads of spots.
I think mine might, but
It should be okay as long as you moisturise. Maybe try put like some cold water on your head when you get out of the shower and stuff.
yeah.
It's a really good way of doing it. Give it moisturised next 3-4 days. I'm going to take a little, what do you call it, like a little bit out of it with a 0.5. Slightly different way of doing it. This is just to clear my space for when I put my 0 in. So that's my foils blended out into the trimmers. Now I'll just do my normal 0. up a tiny little bit into that. Just so I can create my new line. So now you've got foils up to that and there's no lines. Now I'm going to do a 0.25 to bump it up a tiny bit more. So I'm pretty much fading up until I get to my 0.5 and then I start blending downwards. Then I have my my 0.5 guard now instead, so it's a small guard, the smallest one you can get. I'm going to flick out a little bit. I'm going to open it very slightly, so then when you go into it with like a 1 guard or anything above that, it catches into the 0.5 a lot easier. I'm just flicking out with my 0.5 now, just like going in between, mid, close, open, just until I'm happy. And then I'm just going to soften up the top edge here, my weight. I'm just going to come in and go out slightly. Still going with that like directional movement to push it forward.
Thank you. I went to the other lads, you remember,
and then your edge on this top. Try and mark your top point first, and then come in and match it. So I'm just going to clear it with my 0 or 0.5, whatever guard you want to do. Just to get the foils out of the way. And then this is just to get the foil line out. And 2.5, so it's in between closed and open. Then in between the closed and open once again. Maybe a little bit closed as well. Just clip over combing this bulk at the back. I know I did this at the start as well, but if you wasn't doing that at the start, you'd be graduating the haircut differently, because you're looking at the haircut completely differently because you're just coming square. So then as soon as you was to, say if I was to come in, take all of that off now, that would spread that graduation out and it would ruin my fade underneath. So now you've got that weight line running through there with all the curls. I just think it looks nicer.
How have you been so calm?
Are you happy, mate?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I am Cameron at Cut and Grain Soho, getting my hair cut by Sam.
Right, so we're doing
You're filming.
I know. We're doing a 1.5. We're going to go not like crazy high, but I still want it to be quite tight around the top because he wants to keep the corner in here. So I'm going to cut the top first, so then we can see where this wants to sit eventually, and then the clippers can go straight up into it. And then the back we're just going to taper out really short, and then the sideburn probably blend it into the stubble. Sound good, Cameron?
Sounds great.
How much did you want off the top as well, mate?
Not too much.
Just to tidy up, really, yeah? So it's mainly the back and sides, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to create more weight, so that's why I'm combing over. If I wanted to reduce the weight, I'd comb under, so then it's like tighter to the head.
Okay, that's a good thing. I never heard that one before.
There you go. If you want to, what's it called, retain weight, you comb over, so like that, and then like that to take away weight. And then you can also create, you see that shape of it coming like flicking forward. It's just a bit more movement as well with it. But with this, I want to keep it fairly structured and straight. If you want to create more weight along this bit here, but you have to make sure you push that bit forward, especially like with a crop. I like to pull my sections going like this, more, what do you even call that, horizontal? Oh my gosh, I've lost.
Yeah.
Like those sort of sections, and then if you want to reduce the thickness, because you've got to think where that corner is going to end. So you're going to have a corner up here rather than down there. So there's more weight through there. So from the back, I'm gonna do that because I don't want the back edges to poke out too much. So you can see already that shape's gonna sort of pull round. Because I'm going quite short with the bottom bit as well, that will tell me how tight I can go to the head, so I can pull this really close to it. But as long as the tension's even all the way through, that's when the haircut will be all even. Because if you put it really tight here, it's going to be shorter there. You can also see when I'm doing this, because I'm combing under as well, I'm taking away, I'm bringing it out slightly because that's going to go straight back in. But then when I let go of that, that's going to be the longest point, and then it's going to go shorter into here. Sorry, smack your camera then. Now usually, if you want to be proper precise with it, usually take your profile down the middle. I might have done that on a video before as well. But because it's short hair, it doesn't really matter too much. I suppose it does matter, but you won't be able to get as good a grip on it.
You're just giving him a centre part.
Giving a centre part, yeah.
Yeah, that's the look I want.
Look at that guy from Charlie's Angels.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean then?
Yeah. So then you've got your centre part. Which way do you wear it? Is it this way? To the left or more to the right?
It depends on the day.
It depends on the day. So mainly like cut it so it can go forward in both ways, yeah? So I'll comb it over to this way, just so I'm used to it.
If you think it sits better one way, feel free to cut it that way.
Lovely. And usually if it's shorter as well, I'll cut coming from the front back, but if it's longer, I usually take my sections back here. Usually because then the length falls forward, so you don't have so much in your hands. But obviously when it's shorter, you don't really, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just cutting this all square, because then when it dries, it doesn't shrink up on these corners. You have more length to play. And because I've already done that on here, that's pretty much the haircut from here is more or less done. And as soon as I go in with the clippers, it will just come off straight away and blend. So it's working faster as well. About the right length from there, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. Right then. Now I'm going to dry them off. So now you can see as I'm blow drying it, you see this shape is already in there now. Yeah? Up, down. So now I'm just going to cross check like the back sections to make sure it's all even, all different ways.
When it's dry.
Yeah, when it's dry. Usually do it because there's not going to be much hair coming off. If it was longer hair, then I'd do it when it's dry. Well, wet, sorry. And because his hair's not like crazy thick on top, I still want to add some texture through there. So rather than come in and like take weight out by chopping into it like that, I want to just like slice through it instead.
Right.
So when you come it forward, then you can also see like where I've gone through like and channeled it. So as soon as you run your hands through there, you'll see all like the broken up pieces of hair in the texture, yeah? Same with this one. But you don't want to get carried away with this. And you've got to make sure your scissors are nice and sharp, otherwise it will kill. So now, when you do the top first, the best thing about doing the clippers after is that it goes like right into it. So this is all short, this has already been cut. So you can see where I want the clippers to go up to. I want it to be around there, so it's a nice square shape all around. Like you just have like a box in your head all the way around the haircut. If I was to dip it when the hair's this short at the back, if I was to dip that all the way around here, it'd then become like more rounded and there'd be too much, not too much, it's just like personal preference really, but I find if you take it tight around here, it just looks so much better. If it was longer, then you don't have to. Because he wants a 1.5, we'll go for about 1.5. I'm going to start off with 3 first, just to get that shape in there. And then this bit here, you can see, as soon as you come up into it, it just blends straight away, yeah? So this is a 1.5 guard, and then I just open it and maybe close it around the bottom edge. Because I'm flicking most of my work, I don't really have to think too much about the 2 guards, unless like, at the end I want to like refine it. Because the way I got taught before is to make sure you do it all in order. Do like if you're doing a 3, then you do a 4, a 3.5, then a 3. I just found it just bullshit because then you don't think about the technique as much. So then I wouldn't say I need to go in with a 2 now because that looks blended to me. With the bottom bit here, would you be happy to blend it all the way out, mate, on the sidebone, yeah? So, I'm not going to go like foils, but I'll do a 0 probably around like this sort of area here because it's got a gap anyway. And that's what everyone said in a video before, is that I took a massive space of someone's beard, like way too far down. The reason why I did that is because he has the same thing here, but his beard, he has a gap between his hair and his beard like that big. Yeah. So that's why I fade it so low, so then it looks like it's blended.
I've got a shit beard.
No, not even that. Like, you could grow a beard, that's not the problem, but you're just working around it. So I've done a 0, 0.25 and a 0.5. I try not to take my 0.5 higher than that bit, so the straight bit, if that makes sense. Then I do the 0.5 guard, and then I open it slightly. Then I open it all the way. Then I get a normal 1 guard, open it, so that's 1.5, a true 1.5. Because the guard I did all of this with was like a 1.75. I always curve it. I got taught to square it, just go back like that, but it just looks shit.
It looks nice, curved.
Yeah, exactly. And then sometimes the clippers can't get it short enough around this bottom edge. So always just go in and make sure it's all tapered in nicely. With this bit up here, I'm going to do a 2 because there's more space. I think it needs it. So start off with a 2.5 and then work my way into a 2. So I think it'd be too harsh if I was just to go in right now with the 1.5 guard. Right, I'll focus on the top bit as well. I blend that with scissor over comb. But now, I'll just taper the back out. So usually what I do is I stick a line in first, around this area. I do that because you're almost creating a new hairline for him. Not like pushing it back or anything, but you get a lot more cleaner, what do you call it? A cleaner finish. If you want to put your chin down a little bit more, mate. Perfect. A little bit further back. So you want to have that flat surface there. Perfect. Then I come up with my normal 0 now. Right, open it slightly so it's a 0.25. Yep. Then there's 0.5. So I'm pretty much working my way up because I find it's easier to blend into a 0.5 than it is to a 0. So this is a 0.5 guard in between. Sometimes the hair grows up as well, so get that bit shorter by like opening and closing it and going backwards on it. So that's to push all of that bit out. So when you've spread your 0 out, then now this is just a 1 guard. I'm just going to open, put it mid, and then close it. Then once I've done that, then I line the rest up. So now I just come in and soften it with the scissors. Sometimes it doesn't need it, but with Cameron's hair today, I think it needs a little bit of softening. You can already see that when you're pulling it up, it just slips forward anyway. So you just need to like dust the ends off, and then that'll blend. So now you can wear this up if you want as well. You can wear it down, scrunch it. It's just a bit of everything, yeah. Yeah, looks good. Cool. Yeah, so that's all I'll do with the cut. Is there anywhere else you want me to go into it or?
No, that was really good.
Cool,
yeah,
mate.
It's perfect. It's really tight.
Product-wise, do you use like a clay usually, or?
Yeah, it's
yeah?
like, it's a matte. Very
matte clay, yeah. Well, let me get some dust. Just tape it down, just really natural, yeah? Is that about right for you?
Camera on that side, but yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All good?
Yeah, that looks really
cool.
good.
Happy?
Very happy.
Hi, I'm Sam from Cut and Grind. I'm going to be looking after Ben today. So mate, what can I do for you? So you're looking to...
I'm looking to change this up a little bit.
Okay.
I had the same thing.
What do you like about your hair, first of all?
The thickness is good because it gives you a lot of options to play with.
Yeah.
And I prefer having something short because I'm rubbish. I take a long time to get my hair cut.
Okay,
so
cool.
The short.
Something that will last you really.
Something that will last me a little bit longer, so I'm not too all over the
What
place.
don't you like?
It's when it starts to get really floppy.
Yeah,
to be honest.
it goes into your face and that, it doesn't have any volume.
No.
Yeah? Okay. How short would you be happy with going? Like, what's the shortest you'd want to go?
I'm pretty comfortable, to be honest. It grows super quick. So
we'll have a look. I think maybe if we do like around a 3 or a 2, then we get a nice bit of tape around this back and then this sideburn, because we still want to blend it into the beard, yeah? And then with the beard, what did you want to do with that?
I want to try and keep it going as much as I can, but it obviously needs a trim and a shape and just tidying up in general.
Yeah, of course.
I've got that terrible leg split.
Okay.
In the middle,
no worries, man. Would you be happy to take it to like this sort of area here? Yeah? So we really just tighten it up.
And it's not shown underneath.
Exactly, yeah, perfect. Yeah. And then with the top, would you want to still, because you still want it to come over to this side really, yeah? And you want it to come up and over, but just obviously a lot shorter than it is. And with the parting, I think I'll get rid of it today and just blend it in a little bit more so you can have it's just going to be a lot easier for you to style in the morning. And then this side, I think I'll blend through a bit more because it's quite long on here, so yeah, wicked. I'm going to focus on the fringe at the end as well, so I'm just leaving that to graduate in with it first of all. I'd say also always cut up to your your second knuckle. My hands are tiny. So to that point, because that's where the most tension is on it, that's where you can get the best tension in the haircut, so it's more even that way.
You cut in between your teeth, your fingers.
That's it. So up to that point there.
Sweet.
So now you can see on this side already, now it's got more shape and it flows with the crown. Sorry. You can see how the hair is also like pushing over this way now a lot easier, because you're just giving it some directional movement as well. Oh, let's have a look how much you want to take off. I would say probably around that much off it. Would you be happy about it, or do you want a bit less than that? Less or more?
Probably a little bit less.
Less, yeah? Cool. It's about that much maybe. Yeah?
Whatever you think, honestly.
That's about 3 months worth, I'd say. Yeah? Cool.
3 months worth of hair, mate.
That is.
Hair growth.
Yeah, I'd say because of that short point there. Yeah, about that, because that's mainly of this middle bit. That's not going to be off the front. So the front's going to be slightly longer because I want the front to come up and over. Yeah?
There's always something. People need cut hair grows. Food, hair. What else is out there? We'll always be in business.
Because there's going to be a lot of weight through here as well. I'm going to see when it's dry as well, so I can connect that through. But first we're going to start connecting it in through the front edge to the sides. So if you come in, rather than go overhand, you're creating too much weight there. So I'd say you should probably go under and then bring it over like that. So then you can see like a shorter point there and a short point there. And that's your corner. And again, see a short point underneath. You just got to always think where the like what grade you're going to do. So I've got a 3 or a 2 in my head. So you've got to think how short that's going to come to the head. So I know it's just experience really, but once you understand how short it actually is by doing it by scissors, then you can get a better understanding of it. Just all practice really. I'm just chopping into the top now a bit more, so just taking sections through there, bringing them up where they're going to be heavy, because obviously there's going to be a corner there because I've cut the top and then this side bit, so that's the bit you've got to soften up. Rather than just take it off, shattering it just still keeps the like triangular shape that I'm trying to create here. Because the more of, if you have a square shape, there's not much to play with around this sort of area here. So if there's more, if you make a triangular shape, then you've got a corner coming out here. So there's more weight to play with through here, which is lovely. If you want hair, say like my hair or what your hair is going to be like, there's more weight always around like here. Because obviously mine's just a bowl haircut, but yeah.
No one wants hair like you.
Not literally no one. Right, so now I've got the top there. I'm going to start off with a 3.5. What grade do you normally go for, mate? Do you normally go for clippers or?
Usually, I think it's anywhere from 2 and 3 usually.
Yeah, cool.
But again, whatever you feel like you want to do, man.
Yeah, work
really
it.
up to you.
I think it would work nicely with the shape on top, having it like a 3 or something. Then you still get the nice contrast of the neckline being faded out. Because now I'm connecting to the point where I was taking quite tight there. So then it just blends off straight off like that. And then all I have to do is just scissor over comb it and it'll look smart. Hopefully.
Yeah, man. Great.
I've just taken the sideburn down to like a 1 or a 1.5. Just to taper it down a little bit so it lasts you. And then when I come to the beard, I'll make sure that's all tidy for you, yeah? because this bit grows up as well, I'm going to try and, because if I was to put the line in, oh shit, nearly dropped them then. I can put the line around here. I could do it straight if all of these hairs grew down, but I think it would look nicer and it would grow out nicer and it'd be easier for me to do if I do this bit higher at the sides. To have this shape rather than like that shape.
I'm really hungry now.
I think it's quite high up and this just like cutting out the waviness and everything. Not too short, but I like the way I
Yeah.
I'm not really like too strong into boxing, but I think I do like it. Yeah, pretty much over height. No, it's going to go to the UFC. Yeah, but that will happen, but yeah. But then saying that, I never thought, I don't know when the first one I got.
put your chin up slightly. Yeah, because that middle bit just didn't like grow in there, yeah?
Yeah, it's
It's alright.
Happy?
Just a little bit to hold it, do you know what I mean? Because now you've got the fuller shape from it being square, kind of triangular coming from at that point there, because then you've got more weight on this bit, yeah? And no floppiness.
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
just easier to move around.
Hi, I'm Sam from Cut and Grind, and I'm going to be cutting Tom's hair today. Right.
Don't be nervous now, right?
Right, no, don't worry, that's alright.
That's the thing that's been filmed so many times.
I mean, that start bit I can never do. So we're doing like a natural brushed back haircut. It's not slick because we're not going to be slicking it down, so I'm just going to be putting some layers in the back and then fading the back to a 0 off the neckline. So I'm going to be taking minimal length, like about that much off it. Is that about right, mate?
Oh.
Yeah, about much, yeah?
Yeah, I like it.
So I'm first of all cutting overhand, and then when I do, so I'm going to be doing all of it over, and then when I do from this section under that, I comb underwards. Is that even a word? Underwards.
I'm far.
You're giving up all your secrets. Like,
I'm giving them all away.
yeah, you sure you want to do that?
I don't know.
weekly, yeah.
Yeah, you can train in a week.
What are you doing today then, Tom, apart from working?
Little L.
Sounds good to me.
This is my big event today.
Haircut.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk around and show it off afterwards.
That's high.
Nice. After this big movie star moment.
Right.
Chin down slightly. Also, when doing the back section, it's always good to put their head down then, because you don't want it to go, because if I was to do this all the time, like the same sections when his head's up, when this brushes back, this will just go too high up around the back of his head. So if I put his chin down, it drops slightly, so you can play with the weight a little bit more as well.
You done with the day, nothing happens.
So with the scissors, if I was to, because it's with the back bit on here, when I take this section here, if I was to cut over like that, I'm slightly bending my back, so you get a lot of strain through like your back if you're doing that all day. Whereas if you was to hold it, even this way as well, and then you was to hold the scissors in your hand that way, and then cut through it, you can be up straight. So then it just saves your back. Like, that's a really good one, learnt off that Josh LaMonaco. And always try and do your sections, even with this, with the natural neckline. So it'll be like that. It's always good to cross-check. That's what I'm doing now. Just take off the little ends. So now I'm going to connect this bit in from the top, and then work sections coming in like this. So I'm bringing that down onto this, so you can see where the guide is underneath that. So you just take that, and I'm combing over as well to create weight on it. Take my middle profile, and literally take those little ends off.
Where are you from, Tom?
I'm English, but I have an American accent because I went to an international school.
Oh, right. So you always lived here, or after?
I was born in Switzerland and spent some time in Canada as well.
Finishing up.
Yeah, I was filming with a Canon. They're so heavy, man. It kills my back even more.
Cool, I'm going to dry them off, and then I'm going to fade out the back. So I'm going to start with a 1.5 guard open. I'm just going to flick it right to where that corner is at the top. I'll put in my 0. So with this, I'm just going to flick all the way out up to the top with the 0.5 open, and then I'll dust it off at the end with the scissors. Very brave of them. So this bit, I'm going to let that bit flow back, and then here, I'm just going to start making my line down the back. And also you want it to connect through with the longer layers, so it's always good to just run through that section again. Is that length look right everywhere, Tom? It's short enough. Yeah. Do you want to take it a bit shorter anywhere at all? So we've taken the usual amount off, but with the sideburn, do you want me to come into a bit with the clippers or
No, man.
leave natural, yeah?
Absolutely not.
Cool.
It's great.
Lovely stuff. Cool. Now to style it. Sorry for being so shit today.
No way, make me beautiful.
Lovely. I'll come back. Wow, I'm just tired. I'm not even. I slept really well as well. But that's the thing, right?
Table for one.
Table for one, mate. Let's have a look.
Done?
All finished. Let me show you around the show you around the back, mate.
Hi, I'm Michael. I've been popping into Cut and Grind to get my haircut for quite some time now, and Sam is my man. He always does the hair and the beard, and so I'm just visiting him today again, and I'm just going to let him do his thing.
What I'm going to do at the top is I'm just going to go through it, see how, because I haven't cut it in ages, see how the shape is on top, because he wants to grow it out again, so I'm just going to take what needs to be taken off really.
Okay.
That's right. And then on the sides, just nice and zero, just back to the skin.
Yeah. Just a nice skin fade on the side.
That's right. Yeah.
What are you doing with your beard?
Well, I'm trying to grow it back again, so just a little trim on the sides to just get all tidy again, and
I'm just going to bring everything to this point, take all the bits off at the end.
that's right.
And then just square it off again. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is just going to make my guide, so just across the top. So I'm going to just take around that much off. So nothing at all, just so I know everything's in the right spot.
You got it. My fitness journey.
I'm going to have this guard, the 1.5 guard, open, right? I'm going to come up quite square just to this point here. I don't really fuss about this round at the bottom because that's going to be a 0 anyway.
The Sammy's technique.
Well, this is how I do it anyway, mate.
Yeah. That's how you learn, or that's you acquire?
That's how I sort of picked it up after a while. I'm just coming up quite square, but leaving, not going right up, but just clearing the space, because there's still these bits like that need to be blended through. Now I'm going to create my 0 line, because I'm going to foil it down anyway, so. It has to go up still quite high, but not as high as...
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just like...
Just so it matches
I know it will take a couple of visits to get it back to normal.
Now I'm going to use the foils. So the foils get it just nice and close.
I'll have a couple of slices and get some money for it.
So now I'm just going to bump this line out, literally by, I don't even know how much it is, but about that much. That much just to clear it, and then maybe go into the back of it. just to get the 0 right out. And I do one side at a time as well. Now I do my normal 0, just to knock out that, just to make sure I've got all of it out. So now you've got your foils and then your 0, so you can already see like a bit of a difference between that already, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, 0.5, about half an inch. 2.5, so it's in between both guards. My one guard, and I open it. It's kind of quite square and flicking right out with it.
Hold on a second. Jay, I can use that in here and you use that.
1.5 open, and I'm just flicking it quite square. Then I go in between, just before closed. Do the same thing, but maybe just slightly lower, and then I close it and do the same thing. So just 0.5. So pretty much just go from my one guard. I just go open mid close, and then my 0.5 guard open mid close as well. And then that's pretty much it with the fade on there. Then because I'm growing out this top shape, I don't really want to like mess around with it too much. Last time they took the clippers really square, like really high, like a little bit too high, because you can see these hairs up here are a little bit too. I imagine if I was to go right up with that, then it would, you know, mess up the whole shape. So I just want to have that sort of shape coming round here a little bit more. So then when the top's longer, it won't look stupid, because it will just look like you've got a massive chunk on the top of your head. So I'm just going to take it a little bit lower today. Not that low, because it's still higher than we usually would, but just to build the shape back up. And with the back, I'm going up a little bit higher with it, just because it's usually thicker on the back, but like a little bit so. 0.5, coming up a little bit. 0.25, coming up just to knock that line out. Just want to come up, just quite square. Just all through there. So then from here I just go open, mid, closed all the way down. And you can see there's darker patches around here, that's just because how Michael's hair is. And also because everyone's not perfect, I suppose.
That's in me.
No, as in me, like, yeah, not you.
I don't mind.
No mate, it's cool. No one has a flat head though. Let's just chop it into it a little bit just so you just breaks it all up, you know. So it's not so heavy. So obviously we're keeping a really square shape, so I don't want it to be too like boxy, you know. Now I'm going to take some weight out the top just to, I don't know. What does taking weight out the hair do, Jay? Let's talk to the walls then. The front's alright, the front's been taking weight out as well. What I want to do is take all these hairs here, bring it to that point there, just trim them off. Just be careful with the ear as well, you don't take the ear off.
Yeah, don't take the ear.
No, it's got to stay, mate. Goes into it, takes that edge off. What I'll do first is comb everything sort of, just so it's sort of static in a way. Let's take a 3 and then just go down. Nothing too crazy, so I don't want to come into it too much, but just to take that like chipmunk cheek off. And you can sort of see already where I want to go from like the bottom of the ear sort of thing. Just a 3. Just get that a little bit up. 2.5. Toe. 5.75. Open and then closed. 1 open, closed. And then that bit's all blended through. These hairs are shorter than this underneath, so you sort of want to just match it. So I know you said you don't want to take anything off, mate, but what's going to need to come to this bottom bit, yeah?
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
So you're gonna knock him out, like
What's that, mate?
that?
It just gives it a bit of grip, doesn't it, Carlos?
I always do it a good time though. I never schedule on the day.
You sure this goes in the hair?
It's too much. Not too much. You only need a tiny bit. You still like style beard and hair.
Always start from like the back first and then just proper work your hands down. This is quite nice actually.
Just messy, just like that. Or do you need the gel?
Well yeah, you can just have it.
It's like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
For how much?
I'm like, you can't play Chris. At the end of the day, you're doing that shit to yourself.
Well, it's strong, isn't it?
Got to blame is you.
I like it.
A little goes a long way.
Yeah, it does, man. This.
I don't really care about,
You happy?
I'm very happy. Sammy did a good job as always. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Nobody says.
Slowly. All the way around.
Adam Waif, A-star YouTuber, getting a fresh trim for faces tonight. Wow. Yes.
Yeah, mate. So we're just doing a skin fade. Yeah. Wicked. Let's do it. I'm going to start off with a 2. And just come up.
No pressure, mate.
No pressure. Fuck man. Up. Mine's in the corner. Do you want me to take it to foils as well? Or do we just go 0?
I don't mind, mate.
Skin. Go to
Yeah.
skin.
Wait, as in what do you mean,
I
like?
think with the foil, the electric razor to make it like...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What do you YouTube about, mate?
I used to do like relatable stuff, but now it's just trying to get it all about my life.
Yeah, mate.
So the following for years. I never know what to answer. Me and Sam never know what to say when we answer that question. Like, what do we film? Sam's just like...
Yeah, this is for Beardbrand channel. So it's like the grooming brand, and it's they're on YouTube channel. So I create content for them there, and we do a barber series with these guys here. So it's been really good. So yeah, we just carry on with that. I don't have a YouTube channel.
No, I've been doing it for 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, full time.
You must be have a decent following then, or subscribers.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah. It's okay.
And you're a photographer. What do you photograph? More fashion? I just overheard like you were in South Africa.
Yes.
Holiday or work? Work. What did you do there?
I shot a road trip for STA travel.
Yeah.
I shot a bunch of covers.
Yeah, I get a lot of emails from them.
Yeah. My favourite place. It's like for me like it's just got such a good mix of everything, culture and food, scenery, fashion. It's really good.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Hot girls, mate. Hot girls.
The best.
I'm getting married soon. So.
Get it in there quickly.
We travel together.
Done? Done laughing? No, I don't think so. Just got a good bit as well. Right by the tap. I'll get my plug.
See, I'm just going to go quite like round.
Do you see that bit there?
Yep.
Do you reckon we could? I know it's a bit hard there, but like just trim that down a little bit.
Yeah, this would all come in eventually.
Yeah.
100%.
Because like,
You want it to come right across, yeah? So take out this bit.
yeah, that bit,
Yeah?
yeah.
100%.
Out.
Like that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna literally just clean that up. It's still good. Yeah, it's still. You're not taking a whole corner. If you want it more coming out in an angle, right?
Yeah.
And then you can always just run freehand clippers. Freehand clippers, and then a little bit of scissor over the palm.
And he wants this bit in as well, yeah? So I just come up like...
Yeah.
Yeah, right in.
Right into that.
What about opening this bit up?
This you can do with your scissors.
Yeah?
Your thinning scissors. You can open that up.
I don't
really.
even own a pair of things.
Oh wow, look at you, son. Well,
Big boy now.
yeah, you can just scissor them a little bit.
Thanks, Jay.
You see, you'll stretch that just a touch until that point where the horseshoe basically is.
Oh, that smells nice. Naughty but nice.
Looks like, what's that boxing promoter?
What's it look like on that? Wait, can you see it on that? No, I'm not. I'm not about the camera. I know. I just realised that. I just realised that. Mate. It's a stupid question. I was like, what can you see on it? You look so intrigued.
Just keep your head still, that's all you need to do.
It's like cutting foam.
Yeah.
Candy floss.
There's a fight tomorrow night. Canelo and Alvarez. That's gonna be good.
Gotta be careful when you do that. Hello.
Hello. Well, now I'm filming again. You're gonna take over. Oh, my back's killing me.
You on the back as well, Sam?
Yeah, please, mate, because he's taking it quite like just
Tighter.
round.
Yeah.
This time, yeah.
I'll finish your haircut.
You wanna do me a favor? Bring that back just with the grey and the other one. Oh my god. What's happening to you?
You see where your guide is? Yeah. Do your fade and then we'll see if there's anything that more needs to come out there.
Is the fade okay though for that?
Huh?
Fade's fucking fantastic.
Yeah?
mate. Fade's fantastic.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, Tom, mate, I'm sorry about that. No, it's not, but I didn't want to do it, you know that. I'll be able to like next week or whatever as well.
Alright, Sam.
I feel bad
Today's
now.
all been about Sammy's trims.
Ain't it? Fuck.
Unsaturate. Bang, bang, bang. That's gonna look worse, isn't it?
You think?
I never take it that high. Yeah. Oh, mate. Thought Adam's gonna be happy with the works out.
Ready, mate. Snort it. Ollie, what are you getting now? Jesus. Yeah, you're gonna need a little clippage from there.
Yeah.
Alright, Mr. Indy. I don't know. Just try it once. You can't go wrong.
It's not like Harold and Sheep or anything, you know what I mean? But that's like a true projection because everything's finished, we just need to change it like that.
Cool.
Like, it's such a last minute trim. I was literally.
That's right, mate.
It just wasn't. No, it just wasn't working. Towards,
Oh, mate. Very
Came
weird,
out, like, all the YouTube couples suddenly just broke up at one point.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, nah, he's doing good.
Yeah, good, mate.
Seems better now. She went to LA for like a month, so.
Right, right. How's this looking now, mate? Is this looking about right for you?
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the next time I come, I'm gonna get this bloody like completely half.
Yeah?
Yeah,
When you brush it out, it's just like.
Naughty.
Yeah, I did it this morning. I was like, nah. Let me pan it back down.
microphone.
No, it's alright, man.
I would always hate it.
obviously I'll get it with a blade and come into it a little bit more after, but
Yeah. It's my #1 barber. Get to know.
yes, mate.
Lisa, put Davide in his place.
Chin all the way down.
Put Davide in his place a little bit.
Hi, I'm Samuel. I'm a barber at Cut and Grind, and I'm about to get a skin fade by Sammy.
Yeah, so what's the plan? What do you want to do? You're growing up the top,
Yeah. So I'm growing at the top.
Yeah.
So I just want to just get this sides cleaned up again. Just nice mid skin fade, dropping it forward, a bit of front hair.
So pretty much like how I did last time. So I
exactly.
I just made like a 0 quite low, so you have like quite a lot of space to fade up.
Yeah.
So literally take the 0 from like this sort of bit here, and also because he's been wearing a hat, I'm just going to spray it all down and just blow dry it a little bit so it gets all like the bits up.
I like the foils on it as well.
And the foils, yeah, just so it gets nice and tight. And then blend it right through to the beard as well. Are you trimming your beard today or just leaving it?
We'll do just a little line up. That's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then just curving the edges, not too far in, but still sharp. And then because he's got the colour here as well, you'll see like that wedge sort of thing. You can probably see it from last time as well, but it'll be quite a harsh wedge, but as long as you've got the fade underneath, it looks wicked. From last time, you can see it's still growing out like okay. So 0 is just going to be like around this sort of area, and then literally just coming up quite square with this, and then making sure the line's nice and straight. Because I could go in and blend it in, but I prefer not to, just because it gives like a nicer shadow if you have like a wedge at the top. So I'm starting with a 1.5 guard open. Just coming like all the way up to this top bit. It's not going to take anything, but I'm just going to show you my way of doing it. So literally just like that, and then I pretty much come, if there's a lot of weight at the top, I'll come in and take it off, but in this situation you won't need to do anything. Then take my trimmers, set my 0 line, you can see I'm doing it quite low as well. And then it's back, and I literally do one side at a time, all the time.
Why?
I find that it's like more of a consistent fade because you work on one section, so you make sure everything's perfect on it first, rather than like going through like 1,000 times on each side.
Yeah.
Now the foils. Obviously, I will come to this bit at the end, but I'm just showing you one side at a time. And I'm literally coming right up to that line as well, because I'll show you what I do with it after, but it will all make sense. That's my 0 like with foils. Then I'll do my trimmer line again. So then I'd literally bump it up like that much, so whatever that would be, like ½ an inch or something. And then literally just coming like back on it as well, like using the back of a trimmer, just because it's just a bit tighter than the normal way. Then from this, just bring it down, just to make sure you're getting the line out. If there's not a line in there, then you won't have to go over it. But in this case, Sam's got quite thick hair, so. Then I have my normal 0, and I come up about the same height, because I'm literally just trying to spread out the fade as much as I can, because what I used to find also is having, if I didn't stretch out the 0 enough, it would always have like that 0 line stuck right at the end. So I found now just bumping it up loads helps. So that's my 0. So you've got my foils, trimmers, 0. 0.5 now. come up a little bit higher as well. Creating like almost like a new line, but not like really scooping in a line or anything, just putting it in. 2.5 to just get that bit out, so it's just in between the 0 and the 0.5. I'm literally just flicking it. Flicking that little line off. Now I go in with a 1 guard open all the way, and I pretty much come to just under where I was doing my main guard, my 1.5 guard open. So now I just literally, as long as you're flicking it as well, you won't make any hard lines. In between now, so I go open, mid, closed, all the way from here. And now I literally just like go in between each guard, just until I'm happy with that guard there. So then I go open, mid, closed with the 0.5 guard. I'm sort of scooping right through it, as long as you're using like the edge of it, so you're really scraping through it rather than just holding it on and going up and down. Just found that helps a lot. And then in between, open it again. The main of like the fade bit done. Then I come in with this bit here. Pretty much start my edge up here. Because he doesn't want me to go into it too much, but with this hairline you have to come into it a little bit more than you usually would, just to actually make it look sharp. And also with the beard I'll blend in straight away as well, so I'm pretty much going to make just clear out the foil line first. That. Obviously it's already been done from last time, but I'll show you the same way. So that's the 1.5 guard open. So it'll come like from the bottom of the ear, that sort of line there. Open, close. And with this I wouldn't go open mid-close because it's such a big guard that it doesn't make a difference. It does, just a tiny difference. Then I just work my way sort of up into it.
Okay.
With a 1 guard open mid-closed. So that's the open mid close done. 0.5 guard, open mid close again. Open, mid, closed. I'll take the guard off, open, mid close again. So now if you find you have any dark patches, which I don't really at the moment, you can literally just chop into the hair like this. There's a guy called Andrew Does Hair, who's incredible. He didn't teach me this, but I pretty much stole it from what he was doing on YouTube. And it works really well. So I'll try and find a proper dark patch, but usually, you find like really patchy haircuts. Like say if you do a 1 on someone, it can look really patchy. You can always just go in and just literally just chop into it a couple of times, and it just lightens it all up, spreads it all the way down. Yeah, that's that side pretty much. Trimmers. That. Foils down, or maybe sideways, or flip up a little bit. Just whatever you need to get that a little bit out. 0. .5. Because then I can see like my points here, so then I know where to go on there, you know. This guard, I'm not going to need it, but I'm just showing you how I do it normally. You'll probably see that I changed the guard pretty much without noticing, as in like opening and closing it. So if I spot like a little darker patch, I'll just go over it straight away. And the last little guard, so that'll just take pretty much, it'll spread all of this bit out. It just spreads everything out pretty much and takes out the 0 line. Or the 0.5 line. And that's pretty much that part of the fade done. So it's the back, the sides, and then another one is just to go through and take the hair. I won't need to do it now, but I'll just show you anyway. Just to take everything to that point and then take whatever would come off there. Just to get that straight line if you want, so coming up. Once you bring these bits forward, tell them also you can style it, if you style it more forward then it's obviously going to break up the line, because if you bring it down it just all sit on a fat wedge, which looks quite cool as well, but yeah, it's up to you. You style it however you want, mate, yeah? A little bit of this towel. Always finish off with towel, always. Even if they're allergic to it, just do it. Just use it. And it's Sam. Yeah. Oh. Fresh blade always. Fresh out the box. If I can open it. Fresh out the box. What else do I have to do in the video, Carlos? Huh?
Back flicks,
Okay.
roll over.
Do you want me to do lines in your hair? You know what I've done before, Sam? Well, I haven't done it on you before, but you know the lines that I do? Like the little ticks. Would you want some of them or not? No, it's fine. So now just come into that edge up, just to keep it nice and sharp.
Sweet.
I would usually have them back, but for filming it's quite awkward. And go around his ears a little bit, make sure everything's tight. Back a little bit. So a bit. Perfect. This is just for the video as well. I wouldn't usually have them like this. And then come in these little bits here. So I usually just keep it quite high, just towards like the top bit of the lip.
Where you sit
as well.
This one. Take a seat here, my friend. Thanks, they will be with you in 2 seconds.
So like that. Hi, I'm Sam from Cut and Grind. I'm going to be doing Charlie's beard today. Perfect, my man. So you really want to just tidy up like the back bits again around here, yeah? So those bits getting quite bad. And then, so you're happy with the actual length underneath, yeah?
But if it's getting
A bit wispy.
yeah,
So it's, and you still want it to be that sort of square shape on it, yeah? What about your moustache? Are you growing it out to be like a handlebar or anything? Or do you tidy it on the lip?
But it's just it's a slow one.
Okay, cool. Do you still want it to all be like a proper handlebar, yeah? So we can't really touch it, and if you want to do that, yeah? Is that okay? And your cheeks, do you want me to just tidy that with the trimmers? Natural, yeah? Cool. I might be able to tidy up your neck as well if you want to. I'm just going to run through it with a comb, mate. It might pull a little bit, yeah?
Nice.
It works.
Thank you, man.
It works.
So I'm just going to take this bit down a little bit first, like so it gets it out of your ears.
No, not yet. Hopefully. Back and white a little longer for that.
Because then you've got to think where that's going to end up when you push it back down.
My older boy would really love to grow a beard, but he's about probably 15 years away from it. So he's obsessed about mine.
He loves it, yeah?
Yeah, well, he's grown up with it. He's grown up with it. I took her out first time about 15 years ago. Poor little thing. So she made me promise that I would never shave my beard off ever again. So I said yes.
You'll close your eyes quickly, my man. Oh, it's nearly as big as mine, this, mate. What's mine look like? No, it's alright.
It's like trying a shake ball without letting your face. It's just too.
I'm just going to take like the ends off it, mate, the strays, okay?
Yeah.
So because I've combed it all out now, it looks like a big cloud on his chin now, yeah?
Guys, hold on. Just look up at me, stand up for a minute.
Like,
Me? Yeah, just.
big cloud face. Go ahead and come back down now, mate.
Alright, go right, sorry. Just had to get that big balloon.
Right. So I'm just going to come in and just take those ends off.
Sometimes I think of getting my big beard back, but then I'm like, oh, it's just so much maintenance. It is. And flies all over the place with the wind. Some scissor work.
Yeah, just going to snip little ends off it. Because we're not really doing that much at all with this beard. Just making it, taking all the strays off for him. Aren't we, mate?
There you go.
Are you with me next, my man? Are you Tom, yeah? Wicked. Perfect. That's alright, mate. You can watch all you like. Learn how to cut hair. It's a beard, mate, isn't it?
Solid.
It's a beard. Yeah, is that beard length looking about right for you, man? Is there anything else you'd like me to do for you at all?
No, bro, it's all good.
It's okay, yeah? So it's just like a minor touch up on it.
Yeah. Are you happy? Yeah, bro, very happy.